going to be a short session about posture, about seated posture, so desk posture basically. So very quickly, what we're talking about with desk posture is the most common problems are a slight collapse, because if you're sat there for quite a long time, for one, it's quite difficult not to let gravity sink you down. Another reason is sometimes people's computers or what they're looking at are a little bit low, so the eyes tend to go down and then the rest of the back follows. Another reason is sometimes people have their seats, the seat of the chair is a little bit lower than the knees, so that really doesn't help. That really pushes your pelvis back. So think about those things. Think about getting the back legs of the chair just a little bit higher to help tip your pelvis forward. And think about the height of what you're looking at. So those are the main things that we tend to have a little collapse here, and then to compensate we get a little shortening of the back of the neck, caving in of the chest. Sometimes the arms are forward, so we get tightness in the front of the shoulders here, and that all, especially in a prolonged for a prolonged time, is going to put quite a lot of extra strain, particularly on the upper body, but even on the lower back as well. So we're going to start. This is something you can do in between sitting down, or also in between sessions at your computer, but also to give you a bit more strength in that position. We're going to start loosening up. So arms down by your sides. You're going to inhale to raise the shoulders, exhale to send them down. Inhale, raise. Exhale, send them down. Do a good big squeeze, and then make sure you breathe out properly. Some of the muscles we use for inhalation are the same muscles that help to raise the shoulders. So you want to make sure you're not breathing shallowly, that you're actually exhaling and letting the shoulders go completely. Okay, now a circle. So you're going to push your shoulders forward. They're going to go up as we inhale, and then we're going to squeeze them back and down. So try and let your upper body get involved a bit now. Forward, up, squeeze the shoulders back and down. So you're trying to exaggerate it. Forward, up, back and down. And do a couple more. Forward, up, back and down. Okay. Then we're going to put our hands on top of our shoulders. Now the elbows are going to circle, so they go forward and together. They go up and then they go back and down. So let even your neck get involved here. You're going to look down at your elbows when they go forward. Then you're going to lift your eye line as they go back and down. So the chin comes in. Your lower back is going to go backwards, so you round. Elbows up and back and down. So really big circles with the elbow curling in on yourselves, then lifting up as the elbows go back and down. And let's try and inhale as we lift, and exhale as we curl in on ourselves. Just two more like that. Inhale, lift the elbows, exhale, back and down. Try and get those elbows to go behind you here. Okay, now we're going to start loosening up the rib cage. So that's going to help the thoracic spine, which gets really stuck in that seated position. We're going to start by reaching the right arm up and over slightly, and then coming down, then left arm up and over. And let's try and use our breath here. Let's inhale to reach, exhale to come back. Inhale to reach, exhale to come back. Inhaling into the side that's opening if you can. Inhaling into that side of the rib cage. Maybe put your hand there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. And then a little bit of rotation for the upper spine. You're going to put your left hand on your chest bone. You're going to lift up nice and tall and going to rotate your left elbow behind you. Okay, so we're going to use the band for a rotator cuff exercise now. So if you put the band underneath your thighs and you're going to cross it over in front. So the band is crossed, but your arms aren't. Your elbows are bent and they're just touching your sides. Really important again that your posture is good. If you're in this position, your rotator cuff muscles aren't going to work so well. So we want to have the chest lifted, chin down, and then you're going to slowly pull the band apart and then control it back. So it wants to be nice and smooth so that you're not tempted and you can feel that you're not moving your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades aren't sliding, they're staying nice and still on your back. It's just the turning of the upper arm and coming back. So if you're not able to keep that smooth without moving your shoulder blades, you need to reduce the tension a little bit. Probably heard of the rotator cuff muscles. Really important group of muscles that stabilize the shoulder joint. So we're going to keep the band there now, and you're going to go out and in, keep the lift in the chest bone, the drop of the chin, and we'll just do a few more. You'll probably feel it in your shoulders, maybe down the upper arms. Okay, and then take the band away. Just going to do a little neck stretch. So you're going to let your right ear drop over towards your right shoulder, and you're not pushing it, it's just the head's just tipping slightly. Then you're going to put your right hand over onto your left ear and it's resting there. Now imagine that you've got something very heavy in that left hand, so there's a gentle pull down through the left arm, and we're going to stay and take a few breaths. So your back's still upright, it's only the head that's tipped over. And then I want you to hover your right hand off your ear and slowly turn your head. If you imagine you're trying to smell your right armpit, actually that will put your head in the right position. And then bring your chin towards your chest slightly more and rest your right hand on top of your head. And the same thing here, it's very gentle, that right hand. The left hand is reaching downwards. And you're breathing slowly, trying to get used to the stretch. When you're stretching your neck muscles, you don't want to be moving quickly. You certainly don't want to be popping your head back up when the muscles have lengthened. So to come out of it, keep your head where it is, take your right hand away, and then bring your chin to the center of your chest and float the head up. And then just shrug the shoulders before we do the other side. Now left ear towards your left shoulder, left hand resting over on the right ear, and then you begin reaching down through the right arm. And a few breaths there. Just giving the neck muscles a stretch. It's two different muscles that we're trying to lengthen out. So the second one, then you're hovering your left hand off your ear. You're turning as if you're going to smell your left armpit, and you're bringing your chin in towards your chest in that position. And then rest your hand on top of your head and gently reach down through that right arm. And again, a few breaths, slow breaths, so your muscles can get used to the stretch. Okay, when you're ready to come out of it, we don't want to come out of it quickly. We're going to take the left hand away, slowly roll the chin to the center of the chest, and then float it back up in the middle. And then to finish, you're just going to scrunch your shoulders and your hands and let them go. And twice more. Actually, just sort of one more thing we'll do. Very last thing. You're going to take your fingers up and stretch them out to the sides, and you're going to reach the heels of the hands away, and then you're going to tip your ear from one side slowly to the other side slowly, and get the feeling as your head goes to the left shoulder, you're reaching through the heel of the right hand. As your head goes to the right shoulder, you're going to reach through the heel of the left hand. So you get a little sort of nervy stretch all the way through to the fingertips. Okay, and then tuck your fingers, and that's it.
Wave Beats Music.